Going on, everybody? It's Savage Tiger here. I know it's been a minute since I posted, but I'm a busy man. As you can see, I just got off work, so yeah. Yeah. Today I just wanted to make a video about the last football season. It's football's over now. Now it's the off season. Basically, there's just basketball and baseball going on, and honestly, LSU didn't do too good. This is the worst I've ever seen them. This is the worst my dad has lived to see them, and ever since I was born. Still made a bowl game, but it was a shit season. And I can just make another video of that. This video is not really about LSU, but yeah. I just wanted to say to all the Alabama fans out here, yeah, I don't see a national title that says 2021. No. And you know what? I need apologies from striving to be set apart. Yeah, you one of those retarded Bama fans on the Bama More channel. I'm gonna need you to come to the Savage Tiger comment section and apologize, because he was telling me how he was gonna win a national championship. I'm like, I called it from that day you lost to Texas A&M. I called it. Your season was over, and y'all didn't want to believe me. And now here we are, and I was right. Yeah. It's just sad how delusional some people can be. But you know what? A lot has happened throughout the last few months. It's been many months. I don't think I've been in here since October. Yeah, October I made my last video talking about Alabama and Clemson, and what's the difference between those two, and the truth that not everybody finds. I'm sure that video will always be up there, and if you can't comprehend what I say on that, I don't know what to tell you. You just see a mental hospital or something. But yeah, it has been a wild football season, but also, even though LSU ain't been up to our standards recently. Not bad, my phone's bugging right now. My bad about that. My phone was bugging. It's 20% left of battery, but it's alright. It can last through this video. Where was I? Yes, the LSU ain't do too good, but it was still an entertaining season, and I learned a lot about myself. That I was always looking forward to seeing them play every weekend. I was looking forward to watching the game with my dad and my brother, like we always do, like we always have. Even all the good times LSU has had, we've always stuck together. My dad has been through the bad times of LSU football in the 90s when he was a student at LSU. Before Nick Saban came in 2000. But so me and my brother have never grown up to see a bad LSU football team until we started the 2020s decade. So it's a shock. Yes, I attended LSU against UCLA in the Rose Bowl. I was planning on going to that ever since it was announced. It was, who knows when LSU would ever play in the Rose Bowl again, because we never play in the Rose Bowl because it's so weird the way they set it up. Like, if it's not a playoff game, it's the way they do it as a regular bowl game is a Big Ten team against they always have a Big Ten team and a Pac-12 team for some reason. That's how I see it most of the time. So LSU will never get selected to play there. But so we was playing. It's the most historic football stadium in the country. So I wanted to go, and I did. And we came out, and we looked so shitty in that game. And I was like, what the fuck? I waited a whole year when I thought Orgeron was turning things around and getting back to how we were. That like 2020 was, it still does not count COVID, but we thought that was just a fluke year. I'm like, no, Ed Orgeron has problems. Something is going on, and I don't get it, because LSU has had top 5 recruiting classes the past few years, so he got a loaded roster. It's all the coaching that has been the problem. So he got fired in the end of October. We agreed to let him go, but he was going to coach every game this season. Yeah. And when I came out of the Rose Bowl Stadium, I was in shock. I was in disbelief. I was in anger. A lot of emotions came out. And like, I put my time and energy in this. LSU is a proud program, a powerhouse. From 2000 to 2019, we have been a powerhouse, and suddenly we look like this, really bad. And believe it or not, this was the first LSU game I have been to in person, no matter what the stadium is, whether it's a neutral site. Since I live in Dallas, every time LSU has played 3 times in the Dallas Cowboys Stadium in Arlington, Texas, and I've attended every single one of those. We've always won, whether it's Death Valley or this game. It was my first road game in the Rose Bowl, and it was bad. I knew right there we had a bad product overall. We had bad coaches, and I thought we was going. I predicted the record like 4-8. I was like, what is the SEC gonna do to us? Man. But yeah, that's just what happened with LSU. Now we hired Brian Kelly, and I expect it was a home run hire, I think. And those of you who think he's not a good coach, he's overrated, you clearly are retarded and have not done your research. I don't know what to tell you. I can make another video later if I have time, explaining why Brian Kelly is a good hire for LSU and why I predict he could even have a chance to be a more winningest coach than Les Miles. Because right now, Les Miles is the winningest head coach in LSU history. He coached from 2005 to 4 games in 2016, and he's the winningest. He coached like 11 years, and 11 full years, and his 12th year was just 4 games, just 1/3 of the season. So he was the winningest coach in LSU football history. And Brian Kelly has signed a 10-year deal. That means about 2022, yeah. So his contract is up in 2032. He's gonna last a full decade with us. He's got a ridiculous amount of money. So we expect big things. That's why our athletics director, Scott Woodward, he goes for the home run hires. He's known for that, and I'm glad we have him here. He's doing everything great, not just for football, but for every sport in LSU. I can't wait to see how it turns out. And yes, I will be attending another season opener because it's the stadium I have not been in, and LSU will be playing Florida State on Sunday, September. It's a Sunday, and it's It's Labor Day weekend, first week of September. Can't remember the exact day, but it's September on a Sunday. First Sunday in September in New Orleans, the Superdome, the home of the New Orleans Saints. LSU against Florida State. I will be there, and I hope it's a much better result than last year's opener. And all right, that's enough about LSU. Now on to the next part. Alabama, your season is over. Yes, everybody's season is over, but your season is over to Kirby Smart. I'm telling you, man. Saban lost to 2 of his assistants this year after the previous however many years was undefeated against all of them. Jimbo Fisher of Texas A&M beat him in October. Now Kirby Smart beat him in the national championship. Should have beat him in the SEC championship. Yeah. Georgia came out and played a bad game. And I just want to say, big shout out, congratulations to Uncle Lou and Big Dog Brett. Both those Georgia YouTubers have been lifelong diehard Georgia fans. Congratulations, man. Like, I look up to those guys. I want to be like them one day. I want to be like Uncle Lou and Big Dog Brett one day. They're amazing on how they break football down. Especially Lou. Lou is very funny. So I'm very happy. I want him to get a natty. To know how it feels, and man, I'm so happy for him. And of course, every Georgia fan deserves this. All the Georgia team, the Georgia staff, Kirby Smart, Stetson Bennett, a walk-on quarterback. Yes, Alabama, you got beat by a walk-on quarterback. Yeah, congratulations, Georgia. First national championship since 1980. It's been a long time coming, 41 years, 4 decades. Man, that is a long time. And I believe the Georgia Bulldog dynasty, as much as as an LSU fan, if any Georgia fan watches this, just know, if I had to pick a second favorite team in the SEC, I would easily go with Georgia. It's no doubt. I've always liked them. I've always liked their colors, their university. It's a cool stadium. They take their football very seriously. Yeah, they may have idiot fan bases, idiot fans, but you know, there's always good ones out there too. And yeah, I'm very happy for them. Like, I have no problem with Georgia having success, you know. I'm very happy. I honestly think Georgia just getting started. They can be the next dynasty. Kirby Smart easily has that in him. He has all. I see it. Honestly, I can see it. And even if it doesn't happen, that's okay. But Georgia's in great shape. There's no doubt about it. These next years coming. As long as they got Kirby Smart on those sidelines, they're gonna be in great shape. And man, that national championship was good too. It was a good one. I was just watching it at my grandpa's place. I had we had a lot of family over to watch that. It was really fun. I went absolutely crazy when Keely Ringo got that pick 6. And I want to say something about Bryce Young, the Alabama quarterback. Man, he is the worst Heisman winner I've ever seen. And I don't think it's even close at this point. The man, I always said, if he wins the Heisman, there's something wrong this year, man. This year was just not good for elite players. Like, so many of the preseason favorites struggled badly this year. And I just think, yes, I get it. He had some good numbers, but, let me tell you something. You know why he had a lot? It made the passing game look better than what it really was. It's because you had no run game this year, Alabama. Come on, LSU can tell you about that. Oh yeah. Now let's talk about the fact that all you Bama fans thought you was gonna blow LSU out just like you did in 2020. We played, and let me tell you what, we played with our third and fourth string. Especially on defense, we had mostly third and fourth string players, and even a couple walk-ons playing in the safety position, playing the linebacker position. Oh my, we were just rotating with players severely lower on the depth chart because the injury bug got us big this year, and it's not an excuse at all because we were still having a bad year with everyone healthy before the injuries started happening. So, but for us to come out and lose by 6 points. We lost 20-14 in Tuscaloosa, and by no means I'm happy. I expect to win, and I do not take moral victories. Once I saw how we was playing, I expected to win this game. I thought we was going to win this game. We should have won this game, but we did not. But we're close. That told us everything I need to know. Alabama, that roster is not good. Nick Saban did it all himself. That is the reason you got to the national title game. Nick Saban's best job of coaching. That team was not ready. Your assistants are not very good. Like, seriously. I don't know what else I need to say. And Alabama fans, I seriously hope Jameson Williams makes a speedy recovery and is good to play, and he can continue playing football in his professional career. But I'll tell you this. When he got hurt in that national championship game, that is not the reason you lost. And I know, I expected this. Every year, after every loss, you're gonna make an excuse, this and that, and you can never use the ref excuse. The ref excuse. You guys get the most calls. We all know you pay the Birmingham official office of SEC refs in Birmingham. We all know you do that. You've been doing this since 2009. I just know it. And then there's literally proof of that. You just you're never gonna admit it, which is okay. I don't expect you to. And yes, you can never use the refs as an excuse. And by the way, they almost gave the game to you once again, because that Stetson Bennett fumble was not a fumble. But Georgia came out on top. And let me tell you something. Now you know how it feels. I have waited. I was wondering, will this happen to Alabama one day? Where in 2011, we beat you in Tuscaloosa. The best defensive game ever played, probably. Only field goals. Because we were the best defense in the country that year. Because we had a Heisman finalist on defense. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And then this BCS system lets y'all back in without even winning your division. You sat at home on SEC Championship Saturday, the first Saturday of December. Your asses was sitting at home while LSU was playing a good Georgia team that won like 12 games, 11 or 12 games, and absolutely dismantled them in their own backyard in Atlanta. And yet y'all get a second chance at us in the national title game. and we just come unprepared. And there was another great defensive game, but our offense was much worse than in Tuscaloosa. It was much worse in our own backyard in New Orleans for some reason. And I don't want to revisit that, but ever since then, I was wishing this. And now Alabama, you know how it feels. Georgia, you beat Georgia in the SEC championship in December, and they got to play you again in the national championship. And I always said it: if they play again, Georgia's winning. Whether Stetson Bennett is the starter or not, Georgia is going to win the national championship. And man, he came through. He made plays Bryce Young did not. All the plays he made, all the plays that Stetson Bennett made was the Georgia freshman receivers. So, and I saw all them Alabama receivers that was playing because your top two targets that basically carried like 90% of your offense this year, Williams and Mechie, they was hurt. And your freshman receivers have butterfingers, yo. Their fingers slippery. You can't catch a football. Bryce Young, when he's under pressure, he's got no chance to make anything happen. Got no chance. That's why LSU does not fear you. Get it. In Tuscaloosa last November, our third and fourth stringers did not fear you. We almost won the damn ball game. If we had any, I'm not saying I don't like to make excuses at all, but you basically know a better coaching staff easily wins that game, not just wins by 20 plus points easily in Tuscaloosa. And yeah, otherwise we played what we got, and we almost did it. We almost pulled it off. It came down to the last play, and we just fell short. We do not fear you, and I don't think anybody does, especially Georgia and Kirby Smart. We do not fear those freshman receivers that have butterfingers, that were not ready for the moment. They are not like Devontae Smith and Henry Ruggs and Jerry Jeudy and Tua Tagovailoa, the quarterback, and Najee Harris, the running back. As they're all freshmen in 2017 when you beat Georgia in that national championship. All them freshmen played, and really was the reason you got back in the ball game and won the Natty. Not this time. These guys are not it, man. It's over for you, Alabama. It's over. It really is. Nobody fears you no more. All them struggle wins you got this year. You may not even be lucky to win some of those games next year. And Jimbo Fisher at Texas A&M just signed the number one recruiting class of all time. The best one of all time. Man. You got no chance. It's not going to happen. Not only is your season already over, but your whole foundation is going to be over. The only way I can keep on going, I'll be convinced you have that much money in the University of Alabama to keep paying the Birmingham officials to make sure you keep winning games easily. To let them obvious calls go, man. Like we've done ever since 2009. Yeah. So yeah, don't worry. Nobody fears you, Alabama. I don't fear you. A lot of teams don't either. else to really talk about now. But I know it's late. I was planning on making this video right after the national championship. Once Keely Ringo got that pick 6, I actually turned my camera on and started recording. But then like my family was there. It was too much noise. And then like I was just way too excited for Georgia, and the Alabama lost. I was way too excited. I had to let it sink in, so I just could not talk. So now here I am 2 months later, finally getting a chance, because I'm a busy man, getting a chance to make this video. And I'm enjoying myself right now. So yeah, again, congratulations to Georgia and the Georgia YouTubers that I know, Uncle Lou and Big Dog Brett. And then to all the Alabama YouTubers on there, let's see, Kangaroo Black. I know a few good ones. Kangaroo Black, Jans Sports, and Law Tide. You know, keep your head up. Y'all are good fans, so I'm not gonna give you a hard time. Oh, y'all are like the good Bama fans that I see. The rest of y'all, and Bama More, and the ones from the Bama More channel that are just as delusional as him, I hope you're miserable. I hope you always will be. It gives me great joy. But anyways, Georgia fans, you better just enjoy that natty. Enjoy the title. I know you're gonna get some more real soon. Maybe not next year, but maybe you can next year. But who knows? But yeah, aside from that, I think that's all I got. So yeah, go Tigers. You know what it is. We're gonna be all right next year, I think. Now with a new coaching staff, and we got a new coaching staff, and we got a better team. We got some people back, and we got a good roster full of three top 5 recruiting classes, and a lot of big time transfers that we got in the 2022 class. So I'm very excited about that. So yeah, appreciate everyone checking out the video. Like, comment, subscribe, only if you feel like it. You don't have to if you don't feel like it. And I'll be back hopefully with some more videos to talk about some other things related to LSU, and maybe some more trolling on Alabama real soon. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna get out of here now. So have a good night.